And it's really amazing. People literally came from all over the world. It's humbling and it's honoring that you're doing this for our daughter and for your son. It's just one of the many expressions I've already seen of the love in that big family that we are pleased to be joining.
Number one really is to put God in your relationship. Without God, it will be very, very hard because you'll be relying on yourself. And yourself, you cannot just do it. Being a human being, we are all flawed. We have all warts and all. So if you have to marry somebody, and I'm talking to Angelo and Sarah, and you say yes tomorrow, you're marrying somebody that's flawed. They're not perfect. So you have to have that love, unconditional love of the flawed person. You have to be forgiving. And for me, I think the most important is to forget yourself. You have to be having that unselfish attitude. Forget about yourself. Just think about your spouse, your husband, or your wife. So, unconditional love, unending forgiveness, unselfish attitude.
We are just so thankful and overwhelmingly joyful that y'all are here for us. So thank you so much for being here. We're so excited to party with y'all tomorrow. Maybe that's not the most sentimental thing, but
just get ready to dance, everyone, all right? I want to see everyone on the dance floor.
Sarah made, and confirm the promise that they have made. Look upon thy servant, Emmanuel, Angelo, and thy handmaiden Sarah May, and establish and make firm their betrothal in faith and in oneness of mind, in truth and in love. For thou, O Lord, hast declared that a pledge should be given and confirmed in all things. Love one another as Christ has loved the church. This means sacrifice. This means the cross. But as we sing in church so often, it was through the cross that joy comes. This is what we're created for, to be a king over all creation, to sacrifice on behalf of God and His creation.
Must be strong and persistent for him whom God has selected to be your life partner. This man is now the eye of your life and the delight of your heart. You must respect him and love him unconditionally as you love God. You must share everything, joys and sorrows alike. Be the calm harbor in each other's storms. Keep peace in your home and guard against all petty influences.
I have known Sarah since 3rd grade. We bonded over Sailor Moon, snacks, and it just continued to grow from there. It went from cross country, we did lacrosse, continuous sleepovers, which all 3 of those included snacks. So very important aspect to all of that.
Your friendship, Sarah, has always been a bright spot in my life, inspiring me to be and to do my best in all things. You helped me to discover myself simply by being you and being present. She connects in the most honest and genuine way, truly bearing her heart to everyone she meets, which clearly was supported by Ashwin's speech just ahead of us.
We naturally became best friends slowly over time, along our car rides back home, a common love for finding exciting and impossible to find music, and a shared talent for really overcomplicating the processes of applying our lives. I really came to really admire him and look up to him over time. And specifically, I really found this quality about him, this indescribable ability for him to bring everybody together, to attract people towards him from all walks of life. It doesn't matter who they are, he's open to them, he will be there for you. And he does it with this uncanny confidence in who he is, in Angelo's. He does things in the Angelo way. Totally unique, never shy, super quirky, and always having a blast. And however, for all of his composure, I don't think I've ever seen him more nervous than in the first few months after he met Smeg.
So for this reason, not just any guy can be Sarah's man. Sarah needs someone smart and funny and handsome and charming and kind. And if he could dance too, that'd be awesome. Angelo, you do both, especially on the dance floor.
I remember hearing so much about her from Angelo, how great she was, about this beautiful, talented, smart woman who could dance unbelievably well. And I couldn't help but feel a little bit nervous myself about meeting her.
I remember so clearly meeting outside of my apartment, and Angelo just walked up to me and just said, "Hey, you're the birthday girl, right? That means you get a hug." So he immediately came up to me and hugged me, and then went into my apartment, and the party began. At some point, he produced a guitar and was for the rest of the night playing music and getting everybody up and dancing and singing. And it was just remarkable, the amount of warmth that came from him. And it was very familiar to something that always radiates from our girl in white today. It is something that is a perfect match. That was obvious right there. I like to jokingly refer to Sarah as the soundtrack of my life, and it's not just because every CD in my house from 2001 is made by Sarah May.
During one cold winter day in Boston, and probably during one of the darkest times in my life, I came back home, and seemingly out of the blue, I discovered this gigantic cardboard box from South Carolina in Sarah's classic cursive handwriting. I'm sure you can see across this entire place. And in it were CD mixtapes, I think about almost 10 of them. And they were all written with all sorts of really cool things. The music was super happy. And not more importantly, but even in addition, was 3 gigantic handmade paintings of bands that I loved. And it really resonated with me because it almost felt in my life during this really dark moment that Sarah was kind of waiting around the corner for an excuse to jump into my life to throw me a rope. Like today, the sun coming out on a cloudy day. And the thing that really stunned me more than anything was how effortless it was. It didn't really seem like it required anything. It was almost like there was some superpower. It was just to bring happiness out. And now they're married.
And now we will have the first dance. I don't stand in line, I don't pay for drugs, forget about it. But I'll wait for you. I don't like to drink, I don't like to think, forget that. Bending it over, your mouth only clover. I'm so in love, so in love. There's no one above, up above. Forever's a lost time. My blue jeans will last me all my life. So should we? I'm spending this time. Whoa. Met you at the shop, someone's getting hot and lonely. I'm in the city on my own. I never would have thought you'd be the one I gotta hold me. say let it be, let it be. Forever is a long time. My blue jeans.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Together, I think they'll naturally and effortlessly, I have no doubt in my mind, I have the utmost confidence that they'll naturally and effortlessly continue to brighten each other's lives and continue to brighten and all of our lives that we have the privilege of knowing them. And I especially want to sincerely thank both Mr. and Mrs. Sarmiento and Mr. and Mrs. Lambert for just raising these two incredible people we have here and for giving us the opportunity to have this incredibly beautiful day that has blown my mind, really. And with that, I really want to wish, with ladies and gentlemen, I really want to join me in a toast to both Angelo, Mr. and Mrs. Angelo, and Sarah May Sarmiento. Cheers.
I think everyone in this room sees it. Someone over the past couple days mentioned how you each create in your own way. You both connect with people so uniquely and authentically, and together I believe you have a recipe to create something really beautiful together. Angelo, thank you for loving our friend so well, and loving her for her true self, and letting her light shine so bright. I think I can speak for all of our friends when I say we love you, we are happy for you, and today you begin your new life, not only as husband and wife, but king and queen of your whole new kingdom. And so to that, I ask you to raise a toast to the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Sarmiento.
This is all I've ever wanted for my friends, so to see it so obvious on her face, I couldn't have been any happier to see that. So throwing it back, again, 2009, we were in high school. Shocking development, guys. Sarah was valedictorian. She was giving a speech, and before we walked across the stage, she pulled me aside and just goes, "Hey, just want you to know I'm giving you a shout out in my speech." And I remember just being like, that's adorable. Like, it's always such an honor to be recognized by someone who's so important to me. So, hey Sarah, this is me. I want to mention you in my speech. You are my best friend. You have been a continuous light in my life. You have been a rock to me. I don't know what I would have ever done without you throughout every stage of my life. And to see you so happy, and to see that you have found Angelo. You both have found your person. And nothing could beat this moment. And to be here and to share this with you and everybody here deserves a moment and deserves a toast. So to Sarah and Angelo, to the dream team.
This is the song I played when Sarah first saw me, and
You think I'm pretty without any makeup on. You think I'm funny when I tell the punchline wrong. You know you get me. Now the walls come down. Before you met me, I was alright, but things were kinda heavy. Brought me to life now, everywhere. You'll be my Valentine. Let's go on. Turn me on, I can't sleep, so run away. Don't ever look back, don't ever look back. Tracing the stash, stacking up the cash, fast where they come. By no means half friends, knowing she's got to have you. You're a perfect 10, I wanna get in, but baby get down so bad. I like the way you work, come look at me, I got to light it up, baby. I like the way you work, don't give you, hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey.
is not the loaves and fish multiplying by themselves. It is the blessing of love that multiplied the loaves and fish. Because whenever love is given, love is multiplied, and that's the miracle. God's love for us, which is certainly beyond our comprehension and understanding. What happened at the miracle of the loaves and fish happens at every Mass. The bread and wine are blessed and consecrated, and it becomes the body and blood of Christ. Your vocation is now as a married couple, a communion of persons, a family, and nothing will give greater glory to God and be more important to your family and friends than your authentic witness of your marriage. Lead your marriage promises faithfully, trusting in God, and we will look to you to show us God. Live your faith intensely. Live your life in union with Christ and His church, and Christ will teach you how to love. He will teach you, Angelo, to be a true husband, a loving father. He will teach you, Sarah May, to love, how to be true, and how to be true wife and a loving mother. Open wide the doors of your life to Him. Give yourself away to each other and to Him. And in Him, you will find true life. You will learn how to truly love. Congratulations.
Angelo was kind of lost until he met Sarah. Gave direction in her life. I was so relieved that suddenly he's more into life. Like, he wants to do these things, he wants to do it on his own. I really worked hard for it. And finally I said, okay, now I can let go. Sarah, welcome to our family. A lot of people, especially my staff actually, if I have a daughter, I'll name my daughter Sarah May. It's Sarmiento, it rhymes very well. Sarmiento. And now we have a daughter named Sarah May Lambert Sarmiento. So we're blessed with that. Thank you. 6 months after chemotherapy, and really lots of prayers from our family, friends. Sure made it. Really strong. Dancing, man. This is somebody grabbed me and said, hey, look, there's a young guy in there dancing with my wife. Perfect. I couldn't keep up with those moves anymore. So, yes, finally. Kids, grandchildren. Yeah, exactly, no pressure. And it's just right. In fact, was concerned that the rain, right, will come. Supposedly, it's an open air, but the Eclipse has been very good, smart, and they'll help. You know what? We need a tent. And we did, so it's not going to be right now tonight. But
work out, right? You like the place?